Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about all the things I've made so far in 2022, and I was actually surprised by the amount of stuff I've made. Some stuff is stuff I've sewn, some stuff I've crocheted, and there's a bunch of knit projects as well. So there's a lot of variety. So yeah, I'm really excited. Let's just get into it. I'm going to start off with things I've sewn, and this is the first thing, and also actually the first thing I've ever sewn like a full piece of clothing. And it's this super cute little black and white gingham button up, and I'm so happy with this. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to. It's like the perfect length. It's not actually cropped, but it's like just a perfect length on me. And yeah, I'm super happy with this one. It is 100% cotton fabric, so it's super light and breathable. And I learned how to do this in like a sewing class. And yeah, I'm super happy with how this turned out. When I finished the button up, I still had some fabric left, so I decided to make some shorts, and this is what they look like. They are a little bit like, well, they look large. They actually fit fine because like the fabric is not stretchy. I did put a little bit of elastic in the waistband, so it is kind of a struggle getting this on over my hips, but when it's on, it fits really comfortably. But it's the kind of fabric that it is. It's not very stretchy at all. These were actually really long first, but I didn't want that, so I cuffed them inwards, and instead of sewing them like all the way around, I just sewed a stitch like right down the seam here so you wouldn't really see it. And as you can see, it's just folded in there. I ironed it so that it's straight. Eventually I might like sew a full line around it, but I cuffed it like multiple times because I cuffed it once and then it wasn't short enough, and then I did it again, and finally I landed on this length, which I'm pretty happy about. Also, this pattern that I used is for high-waisted shorts, but I have a super long torso, and I actually added like some more centimeters to account for that, and it's still not completely high-rise. I would say it's more of a mid-rise. So yeah. So I learned that I do have a really long torso. It's not just my brain. I actually do need to increase the length for the inseam a lot. So yeah, but I'm really happy with how they turned out anyway. Then we have the third and final piece of clothing that I have sewn, and it's this really long skirt. And when I saw this fabric at the market, I just knew that I had to make like a super long skirt out of it. And to make this, I just traced a skirt that I already had and made it a little bit longer. And then I just created this super nice like A-line skirt. I used a serger from my sewing class for this on a little bit of it, but the serger thread was black, so you can kind of see it through there, like slightly, but when you have it on, you don't really notice it, so I decided to just leave it for now. But this is like a super easy method of attaching elastic that my other skirt also had, and I thought I would just do it like this because that one's super comfy, and then it also doesn't have like that line where like the elastic is in it, because I don't like how that looks. And yeah, I'm super happy with this one. I actually think it might look really cute with the top I have on right now, like this like purple with the purple. I don't know. One of the knit pieces I created is actually to match the like light periwinkle blue in this skirt. So I'll show that in a little bit. So yeah, I'm super happy with this one as well. I only crocheted one thing so far in 2022, and I think I actually might have started these in 2021 still, but I finished them in 2022. I'm not actually sure when I made them, but I'm pretty sure it was this year. And it's these little tiny like, they're like little gloves. I'll just put them on for you here. They're just like really cute little fingerless gloves, and they are 100% cotton yarn, so that's really nice. They just look like this. I have a tutorial for these, by the way, so if you want to crochet yourself some fingerless gloves, it's a super easy little short project. You can do this in a weekend, definitely, probably even in a day if you are just focusing just on this. And yeah, that's how they turned out. It is getting a little bit too warm for that now. It's actually a super warm day today. For the knit pieces, I'm pretty sure I have 4. So let's just start with the one that I made first. And it's this very oversized cardigan. And as you can see, it looks very oversized. It looks a little like less oversized when I actually have it on. And I love this one so much. I saw this yarn, like this white and this like greenish blue, and I just knew that I had to use them together because the colors just look so good together. I have a tutorial for some of these things, not all, but this one I actually don't have a tutorial for, but I do have another cardigan video that you could check out. But here I actually made the sleeves a little tight when attaching them. So they are a little bit tight. They do fit me all right because it is oversized, so they sit a lot lower on my arms. They're not like up here. But yeah, I'm super, super happy with this one. I have worn it. It is an acrylic, so it is super, super warm. So I kind of need to wear it on the days that it's still cooler this spring before it gets super warm, because then I won't be able to wear it anymore because it is literally so, so warm. For the next knitted piece, I actually do have a tutorial. So if you want to recreate this, you can. There's a video on my channel telling you like a step-by-step guide on how to make this. And it's this super cute little sweater, and I love this yarn. This is like the coolest yarn I think I've ever seen. It has so many colors. I just got it at like a standard like store we have in the Netherlands called the Zeeman, and it is just an acrylic yarn, which I prefer to get cotton yarn if I can, but this yarn just had so many cool colors that I really, really wanted to get it. And I love that it has like color changing yarn instead of having to pick multiple colors, because this way you don't have to weave in basically any loose ends, which makes it way more enjoyable, and you just get to do the fun parts of knitting. And yeah, I really love how this one turned out. The crop is like super nice on me. But yeah, I'm super, super happy with this one. The next item is the item that I made to match that skirt. And you might be thinking like, what is this? It's like a super short sweater that you wear over another shirt. Like obviously this is not long enough to be a shirt by itself. And also the knit is very see-through, so you'd want to wear something under it. But it's like supposed to be like a layering piece. So I have like this little top on now, and I could wear it over it. It's like a little fun kind of sweater, and I think this is going to be really good for summer and spring because it is 100% cotton yarn, so it's super nice and breathable, and also the knit is super loose because I used like larger needles, and I'm super happy with this one. I think it's so cute. And I was a little bit afraid that the sleeves weren't going to fit. Again, this, as you can see, might be a problem for YouTube because it is for me. I always make these a little bit too tight when attaching them, but these actually worked out fine. I was really afraid they were going to be too tight, but they actually fit. And yeah, I'm super, super happy with this one, and I'm really excited to style this in upcoming videos as well, because I think it will be a really fun and versatile piece to style. The next piece is a little bit of a funky, like weird one, and I saw a picture on Instagram and I thought it was so cool and I wanted to recreate something like it. I'll try to put the picture somewhere here. So I wouldn't make a pattern for this because obviously this is somebody else's design, and if you want to make something similar, you should just like make it yourself, but I'm not gonna create a pattern because somebody designed that themselves and is probably selling those tops. So yeah, maybe you could get one from them or just try to make one yourself. And it's this little like fun weird top that has like these little circle cutouts. It was a whole thing trying to figure out how to make like these holes in the like actual knit, because obviously you can't just cut it because it will fall apart. So I had to like drop stitches and add stitches, and it was like a whole thing. And then I added this little like crochet like trim around the neck and the circles at the end. And this was such a hassle getting this over my head because, as you can see, it's not a super large neck hole, so I have to like kind of like really like struggle to get it on over my head. But when it's on, it's super comfy. The armholes are nice and large, so that's good, and it's just super cute. It might be a little bit too like weird for some people, but I'm very excited about this. I think it'll be like a really cool layering piece, like over turtlenecks or something, or like over like a bathing suit at the beach. I just thought this was fun, and also I wanted to make something little because I had actually quite a bit of yarn left over from that sweater, so I thought it'd be fun to make something like this. Also, if you are interested in how much yarn I used for these projects, this was probably like 150 grams of yarn. The cardigan was probably about 400 to 500 grams. For the sweater, I think I used about 200 grams of yarn. The little super cropped sweater, I think I used 200 grams as well. So yeah, that's how everything was made. So if you wanted to know that, then you know that as well. And yeah, this was the last item. And yeah, let me know what your favorite piece was, if there's anything you would like a pattern for in the future. And yeah, let me know what you've been knitting recently. If you want to, you can send me pictures on Instagram of stuff you've been knitting. I'd be really interested to see that. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you have a really great day, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone!